So when I speak from passion, I speak from experience, I speak from suffering.
There are always outside forces that prevent us from reaching our full potential. But more often than not, it's the internal struggles that cause the most harm. To overcome them, you'll need to learn to control that inner voice. You have the potential to reach your peak performance. To you, that may be physical, mental, or a combination of both. And regardless of where you come from, you will have to force yourself to become something. Your mind already has the advantage over you. It knows what your doubts are and what lies in all of your dark places. Don't let yourself give up before your true potential is reached. Know what your limits are and surpass them.
And get better than like me and stay the same.
Recognize the excuses and learn to overcome your insecurities. You can't rely on others to motivate you alone. Only you can push yourself to where you need to be. Do this by owning your life. If the story you are telling is your own, no one can take that away from you. So, be true to yourself and know what makes you comfortable. Throughout this journey, others will try and put labels on you. Ignore them, because only you know who you are. Use your pain and fear as a learning tool. Even if you get knocked down, get back up again. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. Never stop getting back up. Keep yourself in mind, but allow your story to serve as an inspiration to those who may not be comfortable with where they are in life. Listen to your heart and learn to have control over what you hear.
All these things are very important. That's been told a lot of times. Why don't you hit this snooze button? Because you wake up already failing. The whole thing about it is that your mind has the ultimate tactical advantage over you. It knows your insecurities, knows your fears, it knows your self-doubts, it knows all those creepy spots that we want to stay clear of. So our mind keeps us from those spots. So the whole 40% rule is I was living my whole life kind of going away from those spots that made me very uncomfortable. Because my mind was saying, you're not good here, you're not good there. So what happens is when you get in these situations where you need more, it's like a car has a governor. So, some cars have governors on.
Yep.
You can go 130, but the governor's set for 92. So you're sitting there trying to race a Corvette. The Corvette flies by, but you're like, God, I wish this governor was off. Our brain has a governor also. Whenever it gets to those fears, those insecurities, those issues that we haven't dealt with in life, the governor comes on and we can't go past that. I may motivate some people today for this 4 minutes I'm on TV. Oh my God, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Great. But let's say it's real cold out in New York City. Let's say it's 30 degrees. You go outside, you get your gloves on, you go for a 5-mile run. Everything I said is gone. That's motivation. What happened with me was so who I was this nobody guy. And I created this Goggins. And that Goggins, there's David Goggins and there's Goggins. David Goggins is a calm, cool guy that sits back, weak kid. Mm-hmm. Now he's just a normal guy. Mm-hmm. Goggins is a guy that is willing to tape up his legs to go after it. In that book, you read about David Goggins and also Goggins. What I realized in my life is that Goggins is who I love. Goggins is who I created. My dad created David Goggins. I created Goggins. So what's happening with me, and since Can't Hurt Me came out, and since I got on social media, which is why I don't like social media, which is why I'm not on there very much, which is why I give people one time, I have to do me. I have to do me. So people get it twisted, man. I am who I am. What's in that book is me. So now what they see is this guy who's trying to get people to get off their, that just happened to happen, man. I'm trying to give people a different thought process of life where failure, hell, disappointment, discomfort is a great learning tool. And many people don't understand that. And a lot of people won't even understand this interview when we get done with it. But it's these few moments in life that you have. Like for me, I always talk about it. Rocky 1, round 14. That 1 2-minute and 13-second clip of Rocky getting up when Apollo knocked him down. That one clip, when I was going through a very bad time in my life, I saw what I wanted to be. And it wasn't a guy that won. It wasn't a guy that won everything he did. It was a guy that kept getting up after being knocked down. So I realized if that 2 minutes and 13 seconds changed my life, so I saw something that I needed to be in the world I was living in. Maybe my story will give someone the 2 minutes and 13 seconds they need to change their life. Millions of people live in a very comfortable place. That's fine. Don't listen to me. A lot of people are looking for that 2 minutes and 13 seconds, and I might be that person. There was no driven message with me trying to prove people wrong or whatever. It was 100% by me wanting to own my life. There's a lot of people I know that I speak with right now that have nice book deals out there, and the people who buy their book with their publishing house, they can't even talk some of this stuff, in like in speaking engagements. And I'm like, what, you can't even talk your story? And some of these, they're like, no, like I gotta make sure that they're aware of it. And I'm like, no, man, I wanna own 100% of the suffering I went through in my life. I don't want anybody telling me, hey, Goggins, you can't say this. I would lose my shit. I suffered this badly, and there've been all kind of problems with that one. So I made sure that I wanted to own all of Can't Hurt Me and own all of my own life story. So that's what it really is all about. So that's why I had two people. I created one David Goggins and one Goggins. And I didn't want people to know that I had all these issues. But after a while, people start to give you these different taglines, like you're superhuman, you're amazing. I'm like, you fuckers don't know anything about me, man. Like, I'm this insecure kid. And I started realizing there's a lot of people out here who are going through a lot of problems.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content.